Okay, these are amendments that just came out on the new citizenship law. They came out with at the end of 2022, but the amendments just came about like just a few days ago, February the 9th, which I'm going to be going over with you. They're very, very positive changes in my opinion. But this is a summary of updates to the Citizenship by Investment regulations. Now, upon the coming into effect of the Citizenship by Investment regulations, also called the SRO number 4 of 2023, on February the 9th, 2023, the Citizenship by Investment regulations called the SRO number 33 of 2022 were repealed. Now, the following amendments to the Citizenship by Investment program will take effect from February the 9th, 2023. The first one is dealing with the approved development of reapplication deadline extended. Previously designated approved developers can now reapply to the Board of Governors directly for redesignation on or before March the 10th, 2023. The second amendment here was dealing with processing time for accelerated or non-accelerated Citizenship by Investment applications. The February 2023 regulations provide for the processing time of a Citizenship by Investment application as follows. For a Citizenship by Investment application made under the limited time offer, also called the LTO of the Sustainable Growth Fund, also called the SGF investment option, January the 1st, 2023 to June the 30th, 2023, or an otherwise accelerated Citizenship by Investment application. The processing time is 60 days from the acknowledgement of the application by the Citizenship by Investment Unit, also called the CIU. Now, for a non-accelerated Citizenship by Investment application, the processing time is 90 days from the acknowledgement of the application by the CIU. The third amendment was dealing with premium due diligence fees for accelerated Citizenship by Investment applications. For non-accelerated applications and applications under the LTO of the SGF, again, that's the Sustainable Growth Fund investment option, the following standard due diligence fees apply. It's $7,500 US for the main applicant and $4,000 US for each dependent age 16 and over. Now, with the exception of the Citizenship by Investment applications made under the LTO of the SGF investment option, the following premium due diligence fees will apply to all accelerated Citizenship by Investment applications. US $20,000 for the main applicant and $10,000 for each dependent age 16 and over. Also, folks, if you want to legally get around your income taxes or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do 3 things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And number 2 is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. All right, and number 4 deals with clarification of the Sustainable Growth Fund, also called the SGF again, minimum contribution. Now, during the LTO of the Sustainable Growth Fund, the minimum contribution is as follows. For the main applicant only, it's $125,000 US. For the main applicant and a spouse, it's $150,000 US. For the main applicant and up to 3 dependents, it's $170,000. And for each additional dependent under the age of 18, it's $10,000 US. And for each additional dependent age 18 or over, it's $25,000 US. Now, from the 1st of July 2023 onwards, the minimum amount of contribution will as follows, and it's going to be going up if you wait until that time period to start this. For the main applicant only, it's $150,000 US. For the main applicant and a spouse, it's $175,000 US. For main applicant up to 3 dependents, it's $195,000. And for each additional dependent under the age of 18, it's $10,000 US. And then for each additional dependent age 18 and over, it's $25,000 US. Now, please note that the minimum contribution amount of the $170,000 during the LTO is applicable to a main applicant and up to 3 dependents, regardless of the ages of the dependents or whether or not a spouse is included. The same applies to the minimum contribution amount of US $195,000 after the LTO. Now, number 5 is dealing with changes to the real estate investment option. The real estate investment option allows Citizenship by Investment applicants to acquire citizenship by making a minimum investment of $200,000 in a real estate property designated as an approved development. The following changes were made to the real estate investment option. A real estate investment of an approved development, which is the subject of a Citizenship by Investment application that's submitted after March the 10th, 2023 cannot, this is the key thing right here, cannot be resold until a period of 7 years has elapsed after the issuance of the formal document conferring legal ownership of the property on the main applicant. Now, a purchaser's right to sell real estate units issued between January the 1st, 2012 and March the 10th, 2023 is preserved. A real estate unit of an approved development issued after March the 10th, 2023 cannot be resold to another Citizenship by Investment applicant unless substantial further investment approved by the Cabinet has been injected into the real estate unit by way of further construction, renovation, or otherwise. That was the big change that came into play there. Now, all real estate properties previously designated by the Citizenship by Investment unit as approved projects are required to apply for the Board of Governors to be redesignated as an approved development, failing which they will no longer qualify under this investment option. Now, number 6 is dealing with the changes to the private home sales investment option. Now, the private home sales investment option allows Citizenship by Investment applicants to acquire citizenship by making a minimum investment of $400,000 US in a private dwelling house or a single-family condominium unit designated as an approved private home. 2 or more Citizenship by Investment applicants can make a joint investment in the same approved private home, provided that each of them contributes a minimum investment of $400,000 US dollars. Now, the following changes were made to the private home sales investment option. The first one is the minimum holding period of an approved private home has been reduced from 7 years to 5 years. That's very positive there. An approved private home cannot be resold until a period of 5 years has elapsed after the date of issuance of the formal document confirming legal ownership of the approved private home on the main applicant. Now, resale of an approved private home previously purchased by Citizenship by Investment applicant is not allowed unless the purchaser applies for the redesignation of the property as an approved private home again. Now, any private home or condominium previously designated as an approved private home is required to apply to the Board of Governors to be redesignated as an approved private home on or before March the 10th, 2023, failing which it will no longer qualify under the private home sales option. So it's important that you make that note. And also, if you make application to the Board of Governors, right now there is no separate department. You have to do it by way of the Citizenship by Investment department, because a lot of people get confused on that. All right, number 7 is dealing with the introduction of the public benefit option, replacing the public good investment option. Now, the public good investment option previously introduced in January 2023 allowed Citizenship by Investment applicants to acquire citizenship by making a minimum investment of at least $175,000 in an approved public project payable to an approved public good investor. Now, the public good investment option has been renamed the public benefit option with the following changes. The first one is dealing with talking about any person or entity who wishes to pursue a project which brings substantial benefit to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis may apply to be designated as an approved public benefactor who can then apply to have their project designated as an approved public benefit project. Now, under the public benefit option, a minimum donation of US $175,000 is required to be made for each Citizenship by Investment application to an approved public benefactor. And any real estate development previously designated as an alternative investment option, development is required to apply to the Board of Governors to be redesignated as an approved public benefit project on or before March the 10th, 2023, failing which it will no longer qualify under the public benefit option. All right, now number 8 is dealing with changes to post-approval application fees for accelerated Citizenship by Investment applications. Now, with respect to all accelerated Citizenship by Investment applications other than the Citizenship by Investment application made under the LTO of the SGF, again, that's the Sustainable Growth Fund investment option, the following post-approval application fees apply. It's $35,000 for the main applicant, $25,000 US for the spouse of the main applicant and $15,000 for each dependent under the age of 18 and $25,000 for each dependent age 18 and over. Now, changes to post-citizenship addition fees. The following application fees apply to any non-accelerated citizenship by investment application for post-approval dependent addition, and that is the cost of $30,000 for the addition of a spouse or each qualified dependent after approval in principle of the main applicant, and $10,000 US for the addition of a dependent child born after the citizenship by investment application is submitted to the CIU, but before the date of certificate of registration is issued to the main applicant. Now, the following application fees apply to any accelerated citizenship by investment application for post-approval dependent addition, and that is $40,000 for an addition for the addition of a spouse or each qualified dependent after approval in principle of the main applicant, and $15,000 for the addition of a dependent child born after the citizenship by investment application is submitted to the CIU, but before the date of the certificate of registration is issued to the main applicant. Now, number 10 is dealing with changes to application process for new real estate developments. Now, applicant developers of developments not previously designated as an approved development must first apply to the Citizenship or St. Kitts Investment Promotion Agency, who, after a review, shall submit its recommendations to the Board of Governors for that development to be designated as an approved development. Number 11 is dealing with changes to application fee legal status regarding international marketing agents. So if you want to market the Sustainable Growth Fund option, you have that option of doing it if you qualify. Now, international marketing agents must be limited liability companies or other bodies corporate and pay an addition application fee of $10,000 US to be designated as a redesignated. Number 12 is a change in the age of dependent parents and grandparents. This has actually been lowered. The minimum age of eligible parents and grandparents of the main applicant or the spouse of the main applicant was lowered from 65 years old to 55 years old. And parents or grandparents of the spouse of the main applicant can either be fully supported by the main applicant or fully supported by the spouse of the main applicant. If you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. Number 3 is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And again, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen right here, and you get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video.